concert.
Okay, and we begin.
That was 8 seconds.
Welcome back to our first recorded session. So, where we left off last time, the Umber Hills village was attacked by the Judgment. It was a very brutal and long battle that took the lives of many, many people. Most of you all decided that the leader would be the main target. Most of you all went to the aid of Thorm, who was attacking their leader, or behind enemy lines, so he was trapped and could not really escape. He had the attention of many people on him. Galran came to him after almost leaving him. But their leader used Dimension Door to get away, so unfortunately, all of it was for naught. Now, during this battle, in the background, you guys heard a noise that kept approaching and getting closer and closer. And then eventually, over the hill, you noticed a figure appear. A very large and demonic figure. As you guys see this, and you turn around, and you look behind you at the village is in flames. These flames are now roaring 5 feet to 10 feet high in the air, because it's had time to spread and catch most of the buildings on fire. As you turn around and you look behind you, and you see this village engulfed in flames, and you hear this thing coming from behind you and getting closer, there's one image that you see. You see bodies everywhere. You see a few of the villagers who have not died, but are very, very wounded at this point, getting up and trying to carry themselves to the tent. But you see one person standing in the middle of all of this. You see Zul, who used to be wearing white, and still is, but now is covered in red, as his entire cloak is now completely covered in just blood. You see him smiling as he's looking up at you guys, and you look at his mace, which is now covered in brain matter that is dripping from the mace. And that is how we begin. What would you guys like to do?
Well, how far am I? Because we started running at like the last second of the session last time. So like, rough estimate, how far are we?
You guys are at the top of the hill. If you
Okay.
all have decided that you would like to run away, that is what we will do. You guys will begin running.
Wait.
So all of you begin running as Zul just stands there staring at you guys, smiling.
I want to run. I want to fight.
I'm not fighting that.
Yeah, I'm kind of for fighting too.
Can't be serious.
Well, how about we look at Zul first? Does it look like he's dying, or is it just like blood all over him? Is it his blood?
We see Zul. He's covered in blood, smiling with a brain matter on his mace. Sounds like he's had fun to me.
You do not see any physical wounds.
Look, we need to go.
Are his eyes glowing?
No.
Good.
You got to remember that Henry is in this village. We need to get him out of here.
Yeah, I forgot about
Convince me
it.
to leave.
Yeah, he's got a
It's
point.
probably, we probably don't want this dude getting Henry.
Exactly.
Definitely not.
So it's a majority decision. You guys would like to run away? Deeper
Yeah.
into the hills?
And if he decides he wants, if Tom decides
I mean,
he wants
we
to
gotta-
stay, That's up to him.
We gotta find the kid first, though. We can't just
He's in.
leave.
Yeah.
By the time we find the kid, that thing could be here, so.
It is moving very slowly as you guys are watching this. It has not yet crested the mountain that you guys are at, but it is getting closer. But it is moving very slowly.
Above range?
It is out of range. It's still at least 120 feet away.
It's not out of range for a scorching ray.
Alright, if this thing starts running at us, y'all taking the blade.
We gotta find the kid. Who's gonna go look for the kid?
I'll go look for the kid.
Yes, we're all We'll retreat.
Alright, so we're gonna go look for the kids. And
A
make
lot
sure
of
that-
build up just to run away with our tails between our legs.
And make sure Zul is not going crazy.
Yeah, exactly. We want to go and check on Zul as well and try and get him to come.
Okay. You guys make it to the bottom of the hill and back to the village, which is still on fire. As you get to the bottom of the hill, who makes it there first? Who would like to attempt to snap Zool out of his state?
I will.
Very well. You may attempt.
So that would be...
Yeah, what does he roll?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused here.
You're going to roll a dex check. Or
Dexterity.
charisma check, my bad. It's going to be a charisma check, not a dex check.
Plus 0. 12.
That does succeed. As you get back
Let's go.
and you grab Zool by the arm, you feel him pull his arm away from you. As he pulls his arm away from you, he turns around and looks at you. His eyes are no longer glazed over.
What's going on here?
Well, big thing, scary thing. We gotta go find a kid. It looks like you
Scary
killed
thing.
people too.
It's a massive
Take a look.
skeleton. It looks like it might be death. We need to get a move on.
Why run? We're having fun right now.
Definitely.
I agree.
I'm with the priest.
Let's
I mean,
let's go. Continue our fun.
Y'all are killing yourselves. Y'all are...
maybe you guys go get the kid and get the kid out of here, and we'll stall for time.
This is a suicide mission. But if you are set on it, that is your decision to make. I'm gonna go look for the kid.
Ah, screw it. Suicide mission doesn't sound too bad right now.
You good
going
by
to look at
yourself,
it.
Nate?
Go
Do you
find
need
the kid.
assistance
Just
to
let
go
us
look
know
for the
what...
kid.
I don't think
Fate.
why you're asking if I'm fine on my own. You guys are the one about to approach the giant.
Yeah, sounds
Well,
like
we're not
fun.
gonna
I just don't want to miss out.
Listen, you give us a signal when you got the kid and we'll leave.
You're getting. I'm going. James, I leave and go look for the kid.
You know, honestly, maybe if Liam was here, he'd be able to talk us out of it, but
That's a good point. I should also go check Liam. Well,
Yeah.
they're in the same room. They're together, so never mind. Yeah,
Are they?
I'm going to look for them.
Alright, I'm gonna go look for
Okay.
Liam.
There was nothing.
Yeah, but can't leave a companion behind
As,
and miss out on all the fun.
as you both make your way into the village and get past the flames, thankfully one of the only buildings that is still not on fire is one of the medical buildings, which is currently housing most of the injured men. And some of the women that were still left behind, and then also the Liam and Henry. As you guys make your way in there, you see people with some very, very, very severe wounds who most likely will not make it. You also look for the beds that had Henry and Liam on it, and Henry is still laying on the bed, sleeping currently. However, the bed that had Liam on it is empty.
I want to pick up Henry.
Very well.
And I am going to look at everyone and say, those who are able need to leave. There is another very dangerous force coming this way. If you are
That
able,
is.
Leave.
those who aren't, you may want to help these Nimrods try and fight the thing.
You ask us to leave. Leave our men here. They need our help.
Your choice is your own. I have made mine. And I'm gonna pick up Henry and leave.
Very well.
Can I? Is the town's leader's house burnt down?
The chief's house is on fire.
Chief.
It is fully engulfed.
I would like to go to the tents. See if he's in there or anywhere.
As you approach the medical area and you start looking for the chief, he is nowhere to be found. You do not see him.
Are those
No, I
two
don't-
kids still here?
These
I'll
leaders
just ask.
keep disappearing. People need to realize that. Like, first it was the king, and now it's the fucking village chief. It's not just a coincidence.
So, does anyone answer me?
No. You do not get an answer. As you guys
I'd like to
are
report-
figuring out- as you guys are figuring out exactly what you would like to do, it is at this point that this thing has finally reached the peak at the very top of the hill. He is still approximately 100 feet from the village, but now he is staring down at you.
And I say we take him on right now, right here. In the name of battle, destruction. I think we charge him.
What would your god say?
God's not here right now. He went on a temporary vacation.
We sure this is our priest?
I'm not sure either.
So what would everyone like to do?
I'd like to charge. Anybody else with me? Or...
What's everyone else do?
I'm down to fight. It's been a while.
I'd like to walk away and leave the village.
Waiting on Condor and Riley.
I mean, I'm in the fight.
I've been gone.
So you're leaving?
Yeah, I've been gone.
Oh,
So 2 of your party has left. There is 4 of you left. Thorn, what would you like to do?
I'm going with him.
You're going with them? Or are you battling?
So they're gonna fight.
What was it?
Why is my fucking headset not working?
Worked great that time.
Are you fighting or leaving?
I'm fighting.
Okay. Alright. Everybody roll initiative.
Right?
Shit, I gotta get in the right app. Oh, nice. Got a nat 20.
Looks like I'm going second.
Okay. Thorn, you're up first. What would you like to do?
So we're now in range to attack, right?
I will say that you guys rushed him, yes.
I'm regretting this choice. Guess I'll attack with a dagger.
Okay. Roll to hit.
$16.
And roll for damage.
$5.
You run at this thing that is extremely unfathomably tall. And as you run at it, you jump. And you take your dagger and you attempt to stab it in its foot. Your dagger sinks a mere inch into the metal and gets stuck.
Wonderful.
Did it take any damage?
It did not take any damage.
Dang it.
Kelleran, it's your turn.
How far am I from the creature?
As far as you want to be.
Alright, I'm gonna stay well far enough back to be out of range of a melee attack, and I will shoot with my bow.
Okay, roll to hit. Roll for damage.
16. 10.
You draw your bow back, aiming up as high as you can, trying to land somewhere that might do some critical hits. And as you aim up and you release your bow, Your arrow flies directly up and then curves into the chest of this creature. It hits the metal and breaks apart.
This is not good.
Gondar, it's your turn.
So I want to get within 30 feet of him and cast True Strike to get an insight into his defenses, and it allows me to gain advantage on my first attack roll against the target.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Give me a little information about his defenses.
So, as you investigate this thing,
These are the babies.
you notice that it is entirely made of metal.
Look.
The head of this thing is also out of some kind of material. You do not see any entity or feel any entity living within inside of it. And as you're investigating, you do not see a weakness.
Well, that's neat. But I mean, it looks like it's made out of metal. Theoretically, we can break metal.
Correct.
And I don't know that death would be made out of metal.
Correct.
So maybe it's not the actual death. Maybe it's an imposter. I assume that cantrip counted as my turn. But I do have a general idea of what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I mean, this seems like a losing battle. I'm starting to agree with Fate.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Zul, it is your turn.
I would like to. I like to cast Fireball.
Roll to hit.
But I can't roll to hit. This all it says is Dexterity 14.
Let me look at it real quick. 1 second. Are you talking about Fire Spear?
No, Fireball.
Where do you have that?
3rd level.
I have not reloaded your character sheet. That's why.
Oh. You need me to use a different character then?
No.
Or a different spell?
I had you loaded when you were your previous level. I have not loaded your new one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I assume it automatically hits?
It is a successful hit. The target will have to make a dexterity saving throw. I need you to roll for damage.
Let's hit roll.
And the target has failed its saving throw.
What's that?
The target has failed its saving throw. So, as you cast Fireball, and you shoot this enormous ball of flame into the center mass of this creature. It hits, and the flame bursts, spreading across the armor, sending smoke up into the face of this creature, who then starts to stumble backwards a little bit, but still has its footing and looks unfazed.
Damn, that's 26 damage.
As you guys see this creature standing in front of you, after everything that you've thrown at it, it hasn't moved. It's just standing there, still staring at you. As you look around, you notice that Thorm is gone.
Where the hell that weasel go?
He bailed on a fight after talking about how we hyped it up. My question is, are we able to heat up his armor to the point that it messes with the temper and then maybe use like an ice attack and make it brittle and break?
Does anybody have any ice damage?
I have ice and fire.
Sweet. I got the fire.
My one of my cantrips is Ray of Frost.
Sweet.
Theoretically, I mean,
That we can always give it a shot.
that's what I was thinking.
Couldn't
I
hurt.
was hoping the true strike would set me up a little better for that. But that's the only thing I can think of. If that doesn't work, then yeah, we should probably not do this.
As
I
you
say-
guys are discussing your strategy, this thing in front of you begins to move. It grabs its scythe from its side and picks it up into the air and swings it down in a motion in front of you, far enough away from you where it doesn't hit any of you, but it hits the ground and causes an earthquake. As the ground shakes, you see the ground in front of you split into two, creating a massive crater, sending dust into the air and knocking you all to the ground.
What is up with this guy? Doesn't want to battle?
It's hard to tell because the first time we saw him, he didn't want to really fight either.
As you guys start picking yourselves up, you notice as it begins to start walking away. It starts walking back in the direction that it came.
Wow. And it's leaving its scythe?
No. It has pulled the scythe back out of the ground and it's taken the scythe with them. It's leaving a massive crater in front of you.
Where are you going? There's no glory in walking away.
It ignores you. However,
Fucking machines.
as you guys are standing there watching this walk away, you hear the sounds of barking. Very loud barking. Sounds like dogs. And as you look to your left, you see dogs running past you across the mountaintop, heading in a direction that Riley, Akai, Henry all went.
Just wild dogs.
So as you see them, they sound almost like a dog, but they look hellish. They're almost like a hellhound. Their skin is decayed. Their faces and their bodies, you see parts of bone just appearing. Their eyes are glowing red. And they're moving very quickly.
That's probably not good.
Yeah, we should probably go after them.
Yeah, that's anybody got a shot to get their attention?
How far away are they again?
They're about 80 feet up the mountain, currently trying to.
Eight.
They're moving very quickly, so it'd be a very difficult shot. But if
We
you
should
would like to attempt
probably-
it, I would let you.
Just shoot in front of them, try to get their attention.
Well, I might be able to talk to them, so which I don't think they'll respond, but I just have ogre. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna raise my bow and shoot as far as I can to try to get in front of them.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay.
You will need at least a 17 or higher to hit this shot.
But what about just
A
shoot in front of them?
13 or higher will let you hit in front of them.
Sweet.
Okay. Haha!
Okay, you do manage to hit in front of them, but you do not manage to hit any of them. You wind your bow back, and you shoot it far enough in front of them that it does lead them, and lands directly in front of their path. They're moving so quickly that this hitting the ground does stop one of them in its tracks, and you see it kind of stop and sniff around and look at it, and then it kind of looks over at you and snarls for a minute. But then another one runs past it, and as it turns around, it sees it run past it, giving it back into the sense of direction. It turns back around and continues through the mountain. You see a
Alright,
total of
so
5 currently.
Condor, could you fly faster than they can run?
I think my flying speed might be 50 feet. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, you might want to go. Might want to get going and warn them. We'll be.
Yeah, go ahead and
We'll be right behind you.
Yeah, my flying speed is 50 feet.
Wait, can I roll perception check? See if we can't see any horses or anything around.
Sure, you absolutely can. As you are looking around and you look back at the village, all the way in the back, at the very back, you see a stable, and you see the fire getting closer to the stable. And you do see 4 horses currently tied up to the stable. They're freaking out right now because of the heat, but they are there.
Can we get? Does it look like we can get there in time, or?
Yes, you should be able to get there in time before the heat gets to them.
alright, let's get it.
Let's go.
Okay. I will go join the others. I will be right back. Okay. You guys are making your way away from the village. Trying to get away as quickly as you can. It is currently just you and Akai, Riley.
Alright, I'm back.
As you guys are running away, you start hearing this noise, and you can't really figure out what it is, but it almost sounds like howling and barking from like an animal, from a dog. And as you turn around to investigate and see what it is, you see red eyes approaching you from the trees behind you.
So it's Liam.
And you see a pair of 6. Or what you believe is 6.
Yeah, you're cutting out, Maddie. But anyway, in case you didn't hear it, Thorm, you're not actually with us yet. But
Okay.
yikes. I'm going to cast Silent Image to make like a reflection, so they kind of see themselves. So they think there's another group of wolves on the other side, and then we're going to keep running.
Okay. You cast Silent Image. And you continue running. And as you look back to see what's going on, You do see that a few of them have stopped and they've started just standing there, kind of investigating, sniffing, and barking at each other. However, you do see a few of them run past that did not see the silent image as they were just going through the forest.
I'm pretty sure that we can, like, we run kind of at like the same speed of wolves, so we can just keep running.
They have a 60% movement speed.
60%.
60 feet.
This doesn't make any sense. And I don't really have anything to do. So I don't want to waste a bunch of stuff trying to get rid of wolves. I mean, I'll just keep running until they get a bit closer.
Okay. You continue running, and as you continue running, you end up hearing a few of them start making yelping sounds, like they got hurt.
Hello?
This
Hi.
Back. What
this
happened?
Just stick with what we're doing now.
Okay.
this causes a little bit of a distraction, but you don't think about it and you just continue running. At this point, you are now the ones that are near you are pretty much right on top of you.
How many are near? Because you said a few of them were distracted by the silent image.
There's
And
currently
then there were some else.
3 in front of you. As you turn around and you face,
Didn't want to do combat. Okay.
They do not look like wolves, and they do not look like dogs. They have the body and the size of a wolf, but they're decayed. Their skin is decayed, and as you see them, parts of their face and their body, you see bone. Their eyes are glowing red, and they look starved.
Okay.
They get close enough to where you are about 15 feet apart from each other. They stop moving, and they get into kind of a pouncing position.
I'm going to attempt to use ice knife to destroy a tree. Knock down the tree.
Okay. Roll to hit. You will need at least... It's a
Okay,
D2.
well that was a natural one.
Oh. Well, that was very bad. Your knife is very much unsuccessful in knocking down the tree.
I don't even hit the tree. Well, I mean, your turn, Akai.
Hmm?
Do something.
I would just like to slash at the one that's closest.
Roll to hit.
An 8.
You attempt to slash at the
Jesus.
closest one to you, and because they're very quick, it moves out of the way and you do not hit it.
I'm gonna use my last spell slot to do another ice knife to a tree.
Okay.
This is my last spell slot, please. 19.
You are successful in hitting a tree and knocking it down. The
Alright, keep running.
tree that was near you, because you were away 15 feet, you hit it and it begins to timber and it begins to fall, and a few of them do see this, and a few of them do get on the other side of the tree before it falls.
A few of them, there are only 3.
Blocking one of them.
So a couple of them.
Yes. So 2 of them are on the other side of the tree. One of them is currently trapped behind the tree that you knocked down.
I'll use Toll the Dead.
As you continue to try and get distance away from these creatures, the other creature that was behind the tree, you also hear begin yelping and sounding like it's in pain. two, as you see, are not paying any attention to Akai, as you and Akai have now kind of separated a little bit. They're all looking directly at you.
Because I have Henry. I will.
So you get chased.
See how this goes. I will told that one of them they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
And what is the save?
It's 14.
They fail.
So they will take 4 damage.
As you damage this creature, you see it fall to its side and start yelping as it kind of curls up into a ball and shakes. This lasts for a few seconds until it gets back up on its feet and shakes it off and now looks at you very angrily.
That's fine. Okay, help me.
I'd like to hit at the one that it just got off ground.
Okay, roll to hit.
$23.
Roll for damage.
$19.
You walk over to this one that just got up, and with it being pissed off, it attempts to leap at Fate. And as it's in the air leaping at Fate, you take your katana and swing it down with force, cutting it in half, killing it.
Right after he does that, I will attempt to use Gust to push the other wolf behind the tree. Like over into the tree. To the side of the tree.
As
It has to make a
you
strength saving.
just-
Oh, go ahead.
As you're just about to use Gust, you start hearing rustling coming from the tree behind you. And then you see Thorm jump from behind the tree with his daggers and land on top of the creature with its dagger into both sides of its neck, killing it.
I'm just gonna immediately start running.
Well, hello to you too.
No time, run.
I would like to bow towards at that fight with the big skeleton. With Kelvin.
We understand.
Shut up. Shut up. Then I would like to run.
Alright. You guys continue running as far away as you can. And while you're running, you start hearing hooves behind you, galloping quickly.
We're going to go into the forest to attempt to find a place to hide. At least I am.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Stealth.
Oh, so
So what? What'd you roll?
He rolled a 3.
I have disadvantage, so I'm stealth.
Yeah.
So I roll twice and take the bad one.
11 for me.
I like the dice.
You like my die?
Die.
Yes.
It's
What
Lego
die? Wait, you can add different die?
on the PC version.
Farm, I also need you to roll
And
stealth if you are attempting to hide.
I'm gonna find it. There it is. I was in the wrong section.
Okay. 26.
26.
So,
you just go like that.
being as he is efficient at hiding, immediately jumps into the bushes and becomes practically invisible. You have no idea where he went. Riley tries to follow and jumps into a bush, but
I will
however,
to help myself. I'll cast minor illusion to make like a bubble reflecting the environment around me.
So as he jumps into the bushes, he does have Henry, making him a little heavier. So it does sink the grass down a little bit, making him a little easier to see. However, he does cast illusion to create a little bit of a bubble around him, so you can't really see where he is currently anyway. However, Akai, being as big as you are, instead of going into the bushes that have the most cover, you attempt to hide behind a tree. A small tree. And as the galloping gets closer and closer, you hear it stop, directly basically where you are. And then you hear someone get off the horse.
I'd like to unsheath my sword as I hear them get off.
As you unsheath your sword, you turn around with your sword in an attempt to try to swing at whoever is there. And as you turn around, you see Kandar, Kelleran, and Zool standing in front of you.
Oh my god! They did it, Lee!
You guys, to fill you in, all rode your horses through the forest. You go around a downed tree, and you go around the bodies of all 5 wolves. And you come to a pathway that has bushes and trees on both sides of it. And you do not see anything. However, you do see one person in particular wearing armor, trying to hide behind a very small tree. It's almost like a man trying to hide behind a pole.
Bring out the water, you can have it.
And as you see this, you stop and get off your horses, and you approach the tree. And as you approach the tree, you see him unsheath a katana, and he whips the katana around at you guys. And as he whips around, you see that this is Akai.
Jackie, get the fucking water now.
Well, hello.
Now. No.
How's it going, buddy?
Now.
Could have just killed you guys. Well, technically,
to the bushes at this point.
I've always had a katana, but I was just using a longsword to hit. But now I actually have the katana to hit and stuff.
Of course, Fate was hiding in the bushes.
That was, you know, I can't say none.
So it looks like you guys decided to make the smarter choice after all.
Well, you see, it was kind of like he threw a tantrum and then he left. He
Ooh.
kind of like threw his scythe at us and then
They put a
picked it up
hole.
and he fucking
Build
turned
a
around and
real
left.
crack in the floor, in the ground, and then walked away.
That's...
And then we saw these wolves.
Yeah, and they were heading for you, so we decided it was better to try and warn you.
That's both disturbing and grateful to hear, I suppose.
I did come up with an idea as to how we can fight him, though.
What is that?
Catapult Thorm into like his head or neck area and get him to climb inside his ear.
The guy is on bone.
Out of the bush for that comment. That sounds kind of fun.
Do you walk up to us now, Thorm?
Yeah, sure.
He was like, "Wait a minute."
Thorm? When'd you get here, Thorm?
You saw me kill the wolf, you blind fuck. Go hide behind another tree.
And you were hiding behind a tree?
I was hiding
It's
behind
better
a
and
tree.
better.
Right. We should find a place to camp.
As you guys continue your path moving north, you make your way to a very, very bright city. And as you get closer, you see the sign at the top of this, at the very front, at the top of the city. And it reads Lirangorn. As you guys approach, you notice that the city's alive. Colors, markets, very bright colors everywhere. What would you guys like to do?
Find a place to sleep.
Alright. You
Go
make your
up.
way
Go find a church.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Zul.
Oh wow.
Before I do that, I'm going to hand Henry over to a guy.
You would like to hand Henry over to a guy?
Mm-hmm. And then
That's
follow
funny.
Zul.
I was actually about to ask you guys if you found him.
Yeah.
You were there when we had him.
Alright. You guys make your way to the nearest inn, the ones of you that are going to bed. Bradley and Zool, you make your way to a church. The few
Well, I'm gonna put the kid on the bed. So then I'm gonna see if anything goes down.
the few of you that made it to the inn, you pay for your rooms. You upstairs. Thor, I might imagine you probably want to sleep outside like usual.
Yep.
Alright. Is there anything you both would like to do while you're at this church?
Nope. I'm just praying.
Once we sit down, I'm going to look over to Zul. Does your god ever actually answer you?
Yes, he does. He gives me when it's time. He lends me his power.
Can you ask him a question for me?
You can ask him yourself. Let's sit down and pray, and you can ask him.
I am going to do as he says. I'm going to repeat what he is doing and do a silent prayer to his god.
Very well. Both of you sit down in the church, and Zool begins praying.
Oh, you want to actually say a prayer?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Dear Heavenly Father, forgive me, I have sinned, and I go on and talk about my sins. I tell him basically give me the strength to keep this rage under control, and I ask my Lord to listen to the prayers of fate.
Should I also say a prayer out loud?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Dear Heavenly Father, forgive me for I have sinned most of my life. I could say what I have done as your follower Zul has, but there would be too much to say. The gist of it all is I would like to do better and find a different path in life that doesn't lead to so much distraction. I am asking for your guidance. And that's my prayer.
As you finish your prayer, and you open your eyes while you're still kneeling on the ground, you look as the candles around you begin to flicker a little bit brighter and a little bit more. And just as they're starting to really get bright and much bigger than what they usually are, they begin to very quickly dim back out.
That's a good sign, my friend. He has heard your prayers.
I feel better, actually. Thank you, Zul. And
Now,
thank you, Lord.
now let us get some shut eye.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Start heading back to the unit.
Oh,
What?
they're back.
As everyone goes to bed, nothing happens through the night. You all wake up in the morning. The city is just as alive as it was at nighttime. This city
Was that what? Damn, is that a long rest or?
Yes, you can. Everyone could take a long rest. All of you had the best sleep you've had in a very long time. A much needed sleep.
Yeah.
This city is up, elevated, 15,000 feet above sea level. Unlike most everything else, it is at the height of a mountain, a very, very tall mountain, in between two other mountains. So the air up here is harder to breathe than normal. And as you all wake up and you all begin leaving your rooms, Henry has finally woken up from a very, very long rest.
What's up, buddy?
It has been a while.
Where's
Yes,
Liam?
it is.
I don't remember much. Where are we?
It's a long story. I'll fill you in sometime soon.
Where is everyone?
Well, some of us went to go to bed. 2 of us went to a church.
Oh, that sounds like you. I am starving. Can we go eat?
Go.
As all of you leave your rooms, you all make it down to a mess hall for food. As most of you have already woken up and are all enjoying your food at the table, you look over as you see Akai walk in, and then behind Akai you all see Henry. This is the first time everyone's seen Henry awake in months. Well, weeks. I should say, not months. It's been weeks. It is nice to see you all again.
Well, you're good. Like usual. But now let's see what you want to eat.
I will eat all of it. A
All of it?
plateful, preferably.
Like
Am I here or am I still
let's
outside?
go up to the key.
You have everyone is together at this point in the mess hall.
Okay.
I would also like to add that as you guys are eating, you do notice a difference between about Riley. He is no longer wearing the typical coat that he had. So his old coat that he's always worn, he's no longer wearing. He's now wearing a different kind of attire. You will also notice as Riley, for the first time ever, is walking around without his eye patch on. He's always worn an eye patch, and he no longer has it. So
Does he have an eye?
Yes, he has an eye, but his
Yes.
eyes are two different colors.
Ah.
So, all of you, and for you who have not seen this or seen this for the first time, but he has told you all about this. You all know all this, so.
He has one eye that is like a blue and one eye that is more red.
Ah.
As you all are eating, Zool finishes food, and he gets up and goes off out the door.
What the hell?
He goes out the door quite loudly, apparently.
Yes, he does.
We should probably all talk about what happened at the village.
I wouldn't mind getting a fill-in.
Don't know if I would like you here for this conversation, kiddo.
It. Just proceed.
He's a kid.
Nope.
Fine. What we did at the village was idiotic. We were all acting very selfishly. Maybe we may have had good intentions, but we all let that slip because we all wanted to play hero. We abandoned all of the men who were fighting at ground level to go after the chief. We left them all to die.
I didn't. I was already out there scouting.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, I'm in the group. You're talking to everybody.
Talking to the ones who were actually at the ground level. All of those people died because of us. That is what I want us all to remember. It is as much as my fault as it is everyone else. Probably more of my fault because I'm the one who pushed to have them fight there in the first place. To have their help. We need to get better at being decent people. And as for the next step of what we should be doing, I think I have an idea. I have a friend who is quite versed in undead matters. I believe we can find her at Iman.
Yes, just to hear James do a girl voice.
You'd be surprised. I'm actually pretty good at it.
Now, considering what just happened, I wouldn't blame any of you if you decided that this would be the end of the road for you. In fact, I have been considering it myself.
Is anybody else gonna say anything?
That's a very good question. I've been waiting for some kind of response to any of the things I have said, but no one has responded.
Guy's just sitting there.
Yeah, I'm just
Alright.
chilling.
He's kind of
Alright.
mourning.
Everything turned
Morning
out for the best
what
for
happened.
us, so.
Can
Where's the bird?
Indisposed.
What is it, Henry?
What has gone on the last few weeks?
Nothing good, I will tell you that.
It's been a long time.
Enough to make me question my entire life, to be honest.
Really?
Is that why you changed your outfit? Is this a change of fate?
That was,
That was almost clever, Justin.
when I went to the zoo last night, I had a revelation. That is all. I'm trying to be a different person. Starting by being a little more outwards and forward about who I am. Not hiding what normally keep people afraid of me. People, for any of you who don't know what a cursed child is, it's basically what I am considered. Children who are cursed by devils that have different colored eyes, they're told to carry destruction wherever they walk.
So you're a wizard, Riley.
Yes, I have been a wizard for a long time. I feel like that has been obvious. We have both cast spells together.
That was better than fucking Kelrin right there. Ah,
Would anyone else like a chance to speak?
Well, where's Liam?
No idea, kiddo. He wasn't there when we went to go grab him.
Was there any clues or anything showing where he might have went?
Well, we didn't exactly have the time to look around. There was a giant skeleton walking towards us.
It's alright, he turned around and went the other way.
Right?
Yeah,
but
he's
how
straight
we didn't
ignored
know
us.
that, you know.
They're like, maybe he doesn't. We don't have what he wants. Who knows?
Maybe he was after somebody that wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, but they had Henry.
We have
Yeah.
Henry.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
he
true.
didn't come your way.
Would he have been after the leader of the other army?
I'm pretty sure that the chief was dead.
Not the chief, the army that attacked us.
That could be.
Because if he was after Henry, why wouldn't he have followed us instead of going the other way?
The weird thing about that was it almost sounded as if the chief of the judgment was working with Death. The way he made it sound as if he knew everything was going to happen.
Maybe Death didn't like the fact that he ran away.
Could be. It was all just assumptions at this point, which is why I think we should go find aid with my friend. She probably doesn't know exactly how to defeat Death or anything like that, but she could have some clues. She is, after all, over 500 years old.
God! Friend have a name?
And she does. Her name is Amethyst. And I'll just get this straight out there. She's a Dhampir.
Oh, what?
Half human, half vampire.
I might have to wash my. I might have to wash my beard to meet her.
You're not her type.
You never know.
Well, she is royalty, so I think she would be our best bet. She is, as I said, very, very... I probably shouldn't say if she's very old around her, she might kill me. But she's lived quite a while, and she is a necromancer. If anyone knows anything that might help, it would probably be her.
Where's she at?
I just said I believe she is in Amon, from the clues I have gathered, but it is honestly just a guess. Actually, I have letters, don't I? Dungeon Master, that I still haven't read?
Yes, you do. You do know her location is currently in Amon. That is where she's staying.
Yes. She is in Amon, at least according to her last letter. If, we should set out as soon as we can. After we feed Henry, of course. And
Yeah.
Dom, God knows who's going to eat. The gods know he's going to eat. They'll pass?
Yeah.
Why?
I think your speech did something to him. What have you done?
No. I ran from battle. I don't deserve meat.
Sure.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
How about Calverin's toe?
That I'll eat.
Story was like, what are you going to do with this old rocker?
Damn, I'm going to get up and go look for Zool to go tell him what I just told everyone else.
Okay.
Man, the Falcons are killing the Panthers.
And can I, oh, whatever.
What were you going to say, Kai?
I was gonna take Henry out for a walk, but we can do this first.
Okay. I will also be pulling Keller in for a minute.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey,
You dick, why didn't you show up last week?
what do you mean?
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, bro! I had church.
So, something happened last last night to you.
Okay.
You were sleeping, and you had some of the best sleep you've had in a very long time. However, you begin hearing this clock again, which has been gone for a long time. You're still asleep, so this isn't your dream. You begin hearing this clock, and you're back in that state where you were before, where you heard this clock chiming, and you see this dark figure standing on this pillar in front of you. And then as you begin to start waking up, you start walking closer just before you wake up, and the shadow begins to start fading. And you, for the first time, you begin to see this shadow that was on this pillar. And you don't see a face, but you see that the shadow is short. The shadow is very short and looks familiar to you. And then you woke up, and it is daytime. So you had this nightmare last night. Take it how you wish. Tell who you wish to tell. Keep it to you if you would like.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in. You're gonna be reading like a 10-pound book.
Okay. Riley, as you make your way to the library, because you know that's exactly where Zool would have went to, you enter and you see Zool sitting at a table with 3 books in front of him, all of them open to about halfway through.
I'll go take a seat next to him.
Okay.
What are you reading?
Just looking for more information.
I think I know someone who might be able to give us some information on how to deal with death.
Right. I haven't found anything about if death has armor, or if this is a man-made object.
I was curious, that's for sure. I have a necromancer friend in Amon who is over 500 years old. She might be able to give us some information about, anything. More than what we have now, that's for sure.
Huh. I bet you she has a lot of books.
Oh, she definitely has a lot of books. That was what me and her did most together, was read.
I say let's go. Let me finish these books and we'll be on the way.
Alright, meet us at the tavern. That is where we will set out. Definitely gonna need to get some more horses.
Yep.
I'll head back to the tavern.
Alright. Zool, are you staying in the library or are you following?
I'm gonna finish up. Do I find anything? Anything? Or is that Blood's armor?
Are you researching?
Researching about death, but it's more on if he has armor or if this is like a man-made or human-made monster that we saw try to fight.
So there's nothing in books on anything that you fought. This is a man-made. This is man-made. You do continue to go through pages in books that you were finding, and you do see almost like a blueprint. You do see almost like a blueprint of the structural kind of body that this was, but you do not see, the material that it's made from, you do not see the inside of it. You just see like the outside kind of blueprint structure of it.
Okay, do I know this material? Do I know if the material has any weakness?
You do not find anything on that, no.
Okay.
It does not specifically have a material listed. So it looks like whatever material was used was at their own discretion.
Okay.
I did respond to you too.
I know.
I did respond to you.
You wanted to walk with Henry?
Yes. I'm bringing. I talked to Thorm, and I think Justin too.
Are they going with you?
Thorm said he didn't care. So if you just want to ask him real quick.
Is anyone else walking with Akai and Henry?
Try, but
You said you
we're
are?
gonna try.
Yeah.
You might not like the engine running in the
Anyone else?
house, but
I'm good.
Oh,
Thorm will be back.
alright. Where'd you find that video that you just recently posted? No, chat or Discord. No, where'd you find it?
I know. I said why.
Buzz. Did you find it off of TikTok?
Maybe.
That's for honor, dude. Have you ever played it?
Guess I have.
It's just rage-inducing +10.
I wonder why it's so quiet.
Hello.
Okay, you guys can begin your walk with Henry now.
I'm just a bodyguard. This is the kids' show.
I have never been up here before. It is pretty beautiful up here.
Indeed.
Much different than the farm life I was used to.
Well, this is what traveling gets you.
Hmm. I've enjoyed my time with you guys.
What is that supposed to mean? What are you leaving now?
No, of course not. But I guess I never know when I'm gonna go to sleep for a couple weeks again.
Hmm.
I really don't know what happened. I don't even remember the last thing. Where I was.
Well, you're here now, so it's not much we can do.
Remember if you had any dreams?
It was all just black. I don't remember falling asleep. I woke up and it was night and a guy was sleeping in the bed. I don't know. We were here. I do remember hearing lots of screaming, but I did not see anything.
Alright, but I'm gonna be really honest with you here. For some reason in particular, do you believe in the Reaper and stuff?
Do I believe in what?
The Reaper. Death itself.
Of course I do.
Well,
I've heard the tales of the Neverwinter Legion.
It's both taking an interest in you, kid.
well, death is after, you know.
Me?
I don't know why,
Why would he
but
want me?
I don't know. Won't let him take you again.
I remember a tall green man. He also spoke of death.
Well,
He didn't tell me much.
Is that the orc friend you were with when I first met you?
Is that what they call those?
Believe so.
Yes, he was. I remember seeing you in a hole, and he was taking me somewhere. He said he wanted to show me something.
That's helpful.
I believe we went to it was like a waterfall, and he pushed me. And I don't remember anything after that. It's all been a blur. But we're here.
Yeah. Now we get to enjoy this beautiful town until we leave again.
Where are we going?
Well, I'll catch you up when we get the horses.
Very well.
But right now, just enjoy your time.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I'd like to return to the group to pass on that.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can all return to the group.
Why, hello.
All of you have now returned back together. It is now midday. You have gathered with a couple of the civilians here who have offered you a couple horses and a carriage for the journey to England.
What is the cost of this?
They gave it to you for free because they see the condition that you were all in, and this is actually a fairly wealthy city, so they have given it to you at no cost.
Did we level up since battling?
So, all of you have gained 1 level. Azul gained 2. Azul has already put his levels on, but all of you have gained a level.
Yay. I'm level 5.
As you all are about to begin to leave, who is going to be driving this buggy, this carriage? Who's going to be controlling the horses?
I will.
I'd like to pass on the information from Henry to them quickly.
It was never a piece of legislation. So it was never voted on by Congress. It was never signed by a president.
So the kid just told us that his companion from before that I met when I followed after them took him and threw him through the waterfall portal. So Death is clearly interested in Henry.
Interesting.
He also remembers nothing after being thrown through the portal. And unlike Zul, he didn't see ice on his way through. That's all I got.
So, Akai, you're going to be at the front of the carriage?
Yep.
Just we know how much affinity you have for it.
Yeah.
Congress never voted on it, therefore there's...
are about to begin to leave. You notice one person right up on a horse next to your carriage. And he kind of goes in front of you and stops and gets off. He walks over specifically to the side that Riley is on.
So, turn your video off.
How do I put my level in?
I'll show you how
I'd
to do
like
it.
to say hey.
Actually,
I would like to say hey to that guy.
Can you repeat what you said, James?
You watch a man ride a horse over to the side of the carriage. He goes in front of the horses in the front of the carriage. He gets off and goes over to the side that you're on and walks up to you.
Me?
Yes, to you.
Okay.
Leave
Can I
this
help you? Do we know each other or something?
I know you. I know a lot about you.
That's a little creepy, my friend.
I need information. And in return, I'll take you to Amon. And I'll take you
How
to
does he
Everest.
know?
Tell me your name.
My name is Luck.
It's nice to meet you. Do you have a last name?
You don't deserve that information yet. I give you, you give me.
We already got away to that city. We don't really need this guy.
You have an interesting tone. What is your question?
I'll ask you along the way. We should
Oh,
leave
very
now
well,
if we
but
want
you
to
should
make it
know
before
that.
bedtime.
Very well, but just so you know, my friend Thorm here is very, very distrusting. If you do anything suspicious, he will likely put an arrow in the back of your skull.
I've seen
And then
plenty like
you.
that.
You will be sitting up front with a Kai.
Alright. You guys take off and begin your adventure to Amman. It is a fairly long travel, so you will have to move at a fairly steady pace to get there. However, there's not much impeding the way to get there, so it does take a few hours, but you guys do eventually approach and meet Amman. Amman is a very large, beautiful city. It is a coastal city that has the largest naval force of anywhere in Teldore. So as you approach, you see ships everywhere. You see supply ships, you see what is this, versions of battleships. You see soldiers getting on those and off those ships, moving supplies everywhere. The city is very beautiful and lively. There is lots of people here, and that is what you see when you approach.
Put the map in the adventure
And
maps.
other ships. A galleon is usually a troop ship.
There you go. Yes, a galleon.
You should put the Amman map in the adventure maps.
I am.
Oh.
I will upload that real quick for you guys so you guys can see. And then this is a picture of the coast of Amman.
Very beautiful city.
Very beautiful indeed.
What would you guys like to do as you approach? As you do get there, it is becoming nightfall. It is dark outside.
But I would like to talk to our new friend here and ask what he wants from me.
Okay. Would you like to go to an inn to do that, or would you like to just do it as soon as you?
Well, I'm gonna be while I'm talking to him. I'll be looking around and asking around to see if I can find amethyst.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Are you following him, or are you going off on your own?
We're gonna follow him.
I'll follow.
I would like to stay at one of the inns where I looked. That will be completely fine. I can find you later. But of course, I have no issue with you following.
I'll come to the end.
Well, this new guy here is something else. What is your name? Luck or something like that?
His name is Luck.
Why don't we go get some food on me?
Yeah, you all at with I'll deal with this stranger.
I want to be here for this. Kind of interesting.
If you wish to follow, go ahead.
So, Thorm, you're going to go.
You want to go get some food?
Who's going with you? Kandar? Anyone?
I think the only person actually following me is Akai.
I'll follow Fate as well.
Okay, Katarina is following me as well.
Condor.
I have Henry, so
I think Brad's doing
Oh
something.
wait, yeah, you have Henry, so you
Kinda make
definitely should be going with Orm.
I can take Henry.
So Henry, Thorm. I'll just move Condor with Thorm. I think Zool's busy.
That's fine.
I'll
It's
give
just gonna be us.
the kid to Thorm.
Well, he doesn't have to always be carried.
Zool,
He's
are you
awake,
going
so
with,
I'm assuming
Oh
he can
yeah,
walk.
walk.
Morgan?
Yeah, walk.
Alright, so who's the kid going with again? Sorry.
Thorm.
Them.
Me and
Okay,
Thorm,
good.
I think.
Sounds good.
And then us three are following the stranger.
I didn't hear
Wow.
you, Matt. What'd you say?
Looking.
I'll just
He's
go
gonna
to
find
the
something to eat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get something to eat.
Okay. Well, that's where they're going, so. Alright. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. I will wait for a minute for Kelleran to return. Because I knew he was
Alrighty.
get disconnected.
I need to tell him how to if he can do it on his own.
There he is.
Hello, Katarina.
Dude, I was like, oh no, everything stopped.
Okay. As we're walking out, I will look to the stranger. Assuming that you are from here, do you know Amethyst Sanguinarius?
Of course I know her.
Oh,
She is
that
my
makes
mother.
this much easier. Oh,
Excuse me? Say that one more time.
Are you
I
dead?
see.
She is my mother.
Yes. How old
Yeah.
are you?
I am 250 years old.
Oh. Oh.
So you are also a Tampere, if I am not mistaken.
Yes. Yes, I am. Which is also why I did not fret when he said he would shoot me in the back with an arrow.
He uses
What
wooden
is-
arrows.
What is the question that you wanted to ask me?
We will do that in private.
No, we're going to do that right now.
Very well. My mother has known you for a while. She says you both have gone on some adventures together. She told me where to find you. She also told me that if I would like to know who my father was, to ask you.
She will not tell you herself.
No, she would not tell me.
So she wanted your hatred to be directed towards me. Right. Understandable. She was always a bit of a... Never mind. Anyway, have you heard of the Vampire Strahd?
Of course I have.
Did your mother tell you that me and her are the ones who killed him?
Yes, she said that specifically you killed him. She also
That I am the one who
has-
laid the finishing blow.
She also told me that you saved her life, which I am very grateful for, so I do thank you.
Strahd was your father. At least that's what I'm pretty sure that was the case. I obviously am not 100% certain, but 95% certain. Your mother and him were married many, many years ago before they were even vampires.
Well, I guess somewhere along the lines that makes sense. What do you want with my mother?
Yes. Her help.
With what?
with death.
With what? Excuse me? We're
Come with us to her
revive
home.
people from the dead.
Let's. We're going to go to her home. We're gonna have a conversation with her. You will understand more then. Come with us.
You I trust. Your friends I do not.
Well, too bad they're staying with me. Let's go.
Very well.
I'm sure your mother told you that I was a vampire hunter. Don't mess with me, kiddo. And we'll head. We're gonna be following him to the house because he knows where it is, but we're gonna be following him.
Wait a minute.
What?
You're a vampire?
I'm a vampire?
No, you're
No.
oh, vampire hunter.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's all okay. Sorry.
It takes you to a house that is actually kind of off to the outskirts of Oman, not really in the heart of the city. It is surrounded by a gate, and as the gate opens, it opens into almost like it almost feels like a cemetery kind of vibe. There's vines kind of growing all over the place, rocks, bushes.
Your mother clearly never hired the cleaner.
And he opens up the door, and the inside of the house is beautiful. It is stunning. There's carpets, there's a chandelier.
Maybe she did hire a cleaner.
Like, the inside of the house versus the outside of the house is night and day difference. Wait here. I will go get her.
As he does that, I'm going to look over to Akai. Akai, do me a favor and go get the others and bring them here. I'm sure Amethyst wouldn't mind if we all slept here for the night. I'm sure there's enough rooms.
Wow.
It would be safer.
Plus,
And
what if happens? 400 years. I don't really trust.
I trust Amethyst more than I trust any of you.
Alright, yeah, I'll walk over. I'll leave.
Okay, you leave. And you go to get the others. Well, he's gone. You are both sitting down at a table in the dining room that you can see still into the living room. And you see her round the stairs and walk down. And visually, she is wearing, say, stunning red dress with jewelry on her neck.
You look as young as ever, Amethyst.
Thank you. It has been a while.
Only a few years.
Only a few, indeed.
I know how business-centric you are, so I will cut right to the chase. We are dealing with death stuff. The actual reincarnation of death.
So the rumors are true.
Yeah, they were. I figured if anyone would have anything that might lend us any sort of assistance, it would be you.
You know, why do you always have to get the short end of the stick? First straw,
This is a great question.
now death. Don't you deserve a break? Time to relax, enjoy life.
By the way, this is my Conrad. Calvin.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
As always, Riley, you're welcome to stay as long as you would like. I look forward to meeting your friends.
You shouldn't say that. You're not going to like them. You're a very no-nonsense person, and they are all nonsense, to be quite frank. Except one of them, but he is a man of God.
That is perfectly okay.
Well,
As you were all
would you
talking,
have...
Luck comes back into the room. So, now I ask again, what do you need her help with?
Like I told you, kiddo, we're dealing with death. The reincarnation of the Reaper.
How do you expect us to do anything against that?
How do I expect you to do anything about it? To be honest, I have no idea. I am hoping for a miracle at this point. You damn peers and vampires are the ones who outrun death all the time, and your mother was a necromancer. Anyone knows anything of her?
I appreciate the vote of confidence. I must say, this is puzzling. Necromancy.
Telling me I've solved many mysteries, nothing like this.
Necromancy is it's different. It doesn't necessarily allow you to explore death. It allows you to possibly resurrect something for a short amount of time, but to reincarnate something is something altogether. And from what I've heard, this thing, it practically it can take over someone's body, which I've never heard of that. It's all strange.
Yes.
I have been alive for many years. I have never seen this before.
At this point, would the Kai have brought them here?
We can say that he's arriving.
I should probably go over there and...
As you all arrive and make your way to the home, the outside of the home is very dark and mellow. You do see, it's almost like walking to a graveyard with leaves, vines, rocks, bushes everywhere in the outside of the yard. But as soon as you enter the room and enter the house is stunning. You see carpets, you see chandeliers, like the inside of the house is absolutely stunning. And at this point, as you enter, you see Riley and Calran both sitting at the table, and you see Luck and Amethyst in front of them having a conversation.
We walk into something.
A conversation, yes.
Oh.
Fine.
Oh.
Come on in.
Welcome, everyone. Make yourself at home.
I can't hear anything. Hold on.
I promise I don't bite.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it?
She's lying. She has bit me before.
I might sting you a little
Whoa!
bit.
It was a bloodlust spell, but it's...
There's something wrong with you. You too.
Oh no, she doesn't like men anymore.
Like men. What are you?
She is a lesbian, okay.
Now I can hear. Sorry, guys.
Then he's right up her alley.
I should go downstairs and punch you right now, but I'm gonna keep myself for you.
I would like to see that.
Anyway, Amethyst, do you happen to have that may lead us to a solution.
Not currently. I will need to do some studying on this. Thankfully, I have a plethora of books to look through.
I'm sure Zul there would love to read with you.
No, of course. What is mine is yours. I have plenty of lodging and a full library. Let me sleep on this.
Do you have a full pantry?
Of course. Of anything.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
Go on.
library.
Stay out of the refrigerated area, though. I recommend.
Meat's meat.
I don't think you want them.
Have you not been paying attention to the things that I've been eating?
If
Yeah,
it is
I-
alright with you, Amethyst, I would like to steal your son for a moment.
Of course. I will show everyone to their rooms.
Did I
And
ever get Kelrin's toe?
we will get to that.
Whoa, whoa.
So
Hey, can I ask a favor
yes.
Of who?
of our most gracious guest,
Okay.
or our most gracious host?
Host?
Oh, Amethyst.
Yes. Can you turn me to a half vampire?
What?
Half vampires cannot turn anyone, I'm sorry to say, Karen.
Ah. But my research shows that it's unknown. But it could be
Well,
possible.
Yeah, you say unknown, and I say that I know.
Honestly, I feel like death is a good thing. Living forever seems boring. That's my response to Calran.
Listen,
Mm,
my response
No.
is it's not how it works.
My response
Okay.
is the Gib slap him.
Why are you always trying to hurt me?
You're a little short for that, don't you think?
I can jump.
You're pretty old. Are you sure you're not
You
going
can
to
climb.
your back's gonna give out?
Gib slap you in a minute.
I could pick him up,
I'm going to take her son outside and start trying to train him.
Are we taking your son to kill Dub?
I'm already gone.
So Amethyst starts showing all of you to the rooms. Riley is going to take Luck outside. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Alrighty.
Wait.
So that is
No, wait.
No,
that
I'm not
is
talking
our
about that.
first recorded